Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your November love reading. Please only take what applies to you and leave the rest behind. If this is your love story, comment below. And if not, you can always check your other zodiac placements for messages you need to hear. Other than that, please remember to like this video, share, and subscribe for future readings. So before we get started, thank you so much for being here, my little Cappy Caps. You know I love y'all. And thank you to my subscribers and members for all of your love and support of the channel. I love you guys. So if you're wanting to dive into your own personal love story, you can always book a private reading with me. All of the details you need are in the description box below. So let's begin. Remember, this is a general love reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and the crotch watchers of. So please reverse roles however you see fit and only take what resonates with you. So the card that we are getting for the overall energy of this connection is passionate. So we got old Brangelina up on this card, okay? And this is from that Smith movie. Gosh, I can't remember the full title, but I watched it a long time ago, and the passion was definitely passioning, okay? It was a very passionate movie, and, you know, obviously we all know what happened here with Brad and Angelina and the scandalous nature of how their relationship began. But regardless of the celebrity goss, the energy between you and this person is just that. It is passionate, okay? It is real, it is raw, and it's impossible to deny, okay? So the energy that exists between the two of you, it's hot, okay? So let's get into the tarot. Let's find out, what is this person's energy? Who is this person? Oh, wow. So you've got the Temperance card coming up in the reverse, and I'm hearing like they don't want to wait, okay? They don't want to wait for this. This person is the opposite of patient right now, okay? Now, the energy of Temperance is about, you know, balance behind the scenes, your prayers being answered, your angels, guides, universe directing you towards your highest good. But obviously this person, they don't need any of that to know that they want you, okay? This person can't hold back any longer. They do not want to wait to be with you, okay? So that is their energy. This person could definitely just be impatient, all right? Impatient and wanting to be with you now, okay? They have to have you now. So yeah, what are they thinking? What is this person thinking? Oh yeah, they're thinking about forever, okay? They're thinking about being with you for all of time. The Hierophant is marriage, it's higher levels of commitment. Now, for some of you, this person could already be married, all right? And this person's energy with you is so passionate and all of that they don't want to wait. They want to be with you, even though they do still have this commitment that they have to think of, okay? But we know the Hierophant is also about spiritual beliefs and traditional values. So, you know, also we've got these three crows, which is making me think of like a third party situation. We've got these two crows looking at one another, focusing on one another, and this other crow who looks like they're standing on a soapbox, you know, trying to run the show. So that could be very symbolic for some of you out there. So only you will know your specific situation. This person could be marriage minded, wanting to be in a commitment with you, or they could already be married and still would rather be in a commitment with you, okay? How do they feel? What is in their heart? Okay. All right. So Capricorn, first of all, we've got the Nine of Wands. We've got the Wounded Warrior popping up here and the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. And again, we've got this card where the two crows are flying off together up into the sky. And we've got this other crow here that is sort of, I don't know, running the show. Once again, that's the phrase I keep hearing, that they're running the show. So this could be a couple of things too. This person may not be able to make changes right now, okay? There could be someone that they are in a physical commitment with, that is continuing on this cycle that's never ending, while they would much rather be flying off in the sky with you. Or again, this person might just be unwilling to make the changes to remove themselves from this other person who is the showrunner, okay? Even though their desire is to be with you and the passion and the connection that they feel with you, it's very intense. This person is in the wounded warrior energy in their heart, okay? So I do feel that this person has a lot going on. I think that they are very much so in pain and have dealt with a lot of grief and just situations that make them feel beaten and bruised. And above all else, this person may be nervous and very guarded because of this third party energy. Now, we know also that the Nine of Wands is someone who perseveres and pursues their passion no matter how beaten and torn up they are. But I think this person is kind of looking over their shoulders at this third party and worried and nervous and guarded because of that energy, okay? So let's talk about what this person is desiring. What is the likely outcome based on their desires, hopes, dreams? The Three of Pentacles, no, okay, so this is what I'm talking about. I feel like, again, this third party energy is popping through once again, and so this could be a couple different things. Right now, we do only have 2 crows in this image, okay? So for some of you, this person's desired outcome is to start building a solid foundation with you, regardless of what their physical circumstances are. And I think it's interesting too that they're like eating cherries, which I feel like cherries are like one of the sweetest fruits that there are. Cherries are also very symbolic, sexually speaking. But you know, this crow is biting on 2 cherries, okay? And the Three of Pentacles can definitely symbolize that third party energy. And this has come up in your readings before, Capricorn, so I'm just going to say it again. Especially since we had the Two of Pentacles in the reverse, unwilling to make changes. I feel like this person desires to continue eating your cherry and also continuing to build on that foundation that they are currently in. So I think this person has still got their foot in one door and the other foot in another door, right? Flying off into the sunset with their crow. And meanwhile, we've got the other crow still continuing the same tradition, the same cycle that they've been wanting to get out of, maybe feel like they can't get out of for whatever reason. But this person is going to continue to build that foundation with you behind the scenes, even though they've already got one going on with the third party, okay? So I know that's not what we want to hear, but that's what this person's desired outcome is. They're not ready to make those changes in the physical. They have to keep up the show, okay? But that's not going to stop their passion for you. That's not going to stop their desire for you. So again, Capricorn, I have to ask, what are you willing to allow in this situation, okay? If you know that this person is in that situation and they're still coming to you for their passion and their, you know, their desires, but they're going home to a third party and continuing to build with that person, what is your threshold is what I want to ask, okay? Now, keep in mind, this doesn't necessarily have to be about you. The situation could be reversed. For some of you, you could be the one that is still continuing to cycle through a marriage or a physical commitment that is based in religion and tradition and things like that. And you could be the one feeling that passion and excitement and desire for someone else. So please only take what fits for you. Don't force the shoe to fit, okay? Now, what is this person's challenge? The Chariot. So their challenge is to... Here, first of all, before we talk about the meaning of the Chariot, let's talk about the symbolism in this card, okay? We're talking about how this person wants to fly above the clouds, and you can see the crow is flying above this storm cloud, which to me represents the Tower. I think this person is desperate to avoid tower moments in their life And, yes, maybe they do want to complete that cycle symbolized by the wreath, which we know is in the world card of this deck. Maybe they do want to complete that cycle and move on to this next phase and be the fool all over again, ready to take risks on something that they desire. And the moon floating above them as well. It's like this person doesn't want to hide. They don't want to keep their feelings a secret. They don't want to feel all of this emotion and have to hide how they feel. And intuitively, this person also knows that no matter how high they fly, the tower is gonna still end up falling at some point. Okay, so I think this person is really desperately trying to avoid those tower moments. But the Chariot, going back to the traditional meaning of this card, is that pull from the universe, that feeling of things changing and shifting and moving forward. But the problem is even though that energy of the universe is pulling this person forward on their journey, if they keep avoiding their responsibilities, if they keep avoiding closing that chapter, and they think they're just going to fly away from their problems, right, being unbalanced, then they're going to end up being stuck. Okay, this person is going to just keep being stuck in that same old cycle until they're willing to fly in the direction that the universe is guiding them. Okay, again, to that closure, to revealing their true feelings and being with the person who makes them feel those feelings, right? So, again, that is their challenge. Let's get the why behind all of that. Yeah, so we've got the Eight of Wands coming up in the reverse. So this could be a couple of different things too. This person could definitely be feeling those challenges because they don't feel passionate about the person they're currently with. They could feel that they want to communicate with you more than they're able to. And, we know the Eight of Wands is the free will version of the Chariot. So since this card is coming up in the reverse, I have to say, Capricorn, this person is feeling the energy of the universe pulling them forward and telling them it's time to take action. But this person is choosing not to, okay? They may have that desire and passion for you. They may know that it was instant connection, that it was love at first sight, that Cupid really did shoot them through the booty cheeks with that arrow of love. But they're still choosing with their free will to continue this same cycle. Okay, so again, I have to ask, what is your threshold? What are you willing to tolerate? How long are you willing to wait on this person to make the changes that they need to make in order to be with you? And underneath that, we have the Judgment card. So once again, we know the Judgment card is the universe tooting that fat old horn in their face, reminding them constantly of what they need to do. And, we know this is also a card of resurrection, things coming back around. So their same struggles, their same feelings of being stuck and cycling through something they're tired of is going to keep resurfacing and blasting them in the face until they make the proper judgment call. Okay, so that is what I'm getting from your person, and we are going to tap into what they want to say to you. Okay, so let's get some messages from this person. So again, not to bring up the celebrity goss or anything, but we go back to the whole Brangelina love triangle, okay? Brad Pitt was with Jennifer Aniston and, they were married. And, instead of ending that, Brad Pitt went off and pursued Angelina Jolie. And it was, that was his decision. That was the call that he made. But look how things ended. Right? Look how things ended up turning out for Brad in the end. Yes, he had a longish marriage with Angelina Jolie. They adopted and had many kids, but in the end, it ended. And I'm sure at the end of the day, Brad felt a lot of regret for the way that he did Jennifer Aniston dirty, right? And, I'm sure he looks back on that and wishes he would have handled that situation differently. And instead of doing the right thing, he went about it in the sneaky way. And I hate to say it, poor Brad got his karma in the end. So, I think the universe is really prompting this person to make that that judgment call to create those endings, because at the end of the day, like, they need to not only do right by you, Capricorn, but they need to do right by this third party. All right. And if they're willing to continue to perpetuate this building with you and building with them at the same time, they're really just, they're sending all the wrong signals. Okay. Instead of really just being honest about how they feel and following their heart. Okay. Now, going back to the beginning, I can't stop desiring you, right? This person can't stop feeling that passion and desire for you. Okay. We also have, I get nervous to call you. I don't want to be ignored. So, maybe this person and you are not really communicating as much as you would like to. And this person may be getting nervous because, again, they might be feeling guilty deep down. And, again, everyone's situation and circumstance is going to be different, but we've also got, I'm not going to hurt you anymore. So hopefully that is this person saying that they are going to eventually make a decision. They are going to create endings where they need to be ended. And, this person may not want to hurt you, but that doesn't mean that they're not doing that. We also have people I know lurk your social media for me. So, they could have a friend or somebody kind of looking out for you or watching you, giving them the news. And you've been the only person who's never hurt me. So Capricorn, this person definitely knows that it's not just passion with you. It's not just desire. I think this person is wanting to build that foundation with you because they trust you and they know that they can count on you to be there. But then there's a double-edged sword with that energy too, right? If you show this person that you're always going to be there no matter what they're doing with their third party, then you're letting this person know that you're willing to accept this sort of behavior, okay? And you're perpetuating that cycle. And you guys, I know we've talked about this before, and I just looked up at the screen at the number 16, and so obviously I'm thinking of the tower once again. So if there have been tower moments for you or this person, realizations and things like that about what cycles you are perpetuating, then again, this could be a little bit of a wake-up call for you in asking those questions we asked. What are you willing to tolerate? What is your threshold? How long are you going to wait for this person to make that judgment call? Or will you always be there for them while they continue to have that passion with you on the side and continue building in the physical with someone else? Okay, because Capricorn, you deserve so much more. You deserve someone who's willing to be honest with that third party and who's willing to create those endings no matter how painful it might be, no matter what they might lose, no matter, again, what's going to happen to them. If they're not being authentic and going after what they truly want and love, then they're continuing to cycle back and through that pain over and over and over again, okay? And if you're going to be with that person, then you're going to be along for that ride of pain. So please, again, take what resonates with you. This was not meant to be a spiritual spanking. But again, not to downplay that passion and that desire that you feel for one another. The heart wants what it wants. You can't help what you feel. You can't help who you want to be with. And I know that things are absolutely crazy in the world nowadays, right? It's not simple to get a divorce. It's not easy, financially speaking, to break away from those sort of dynamics, and things like that definitely take a lot of time. But again, you and your free will needs to be exercised as well, okay? So you can love someone from a distance, you can be there for them, you can still have that passionate energy while still maintaining your boundaries, okay? So anyways, Capricorn, I know that you know that I know that you know that I love you. And of course, I hope you enjoy the rest of Scorpio season. If you want a personal reading, if you feel like this wasn't for you and you want to dive deeper into your situation, you can always book a personal reading with me down in the description box below. Other than that, I love you guys, and I will see you again soon. Bye.